Compulsory voting is not a new concept. Advocates of compulsory voting argue that decisions made by democratically elected governments are more legitimate when higher proportions of the population participate. They also argue that voting voluntarily or otherwise has an educational effect upon the citizens. Political parties can derive financial benefits from compulsory voting, since they do not have to spend resources convincing the electorate that T should in general turn out to vote. Lastly, if democracy is government by the people, presumably this includes all people, then it is every citizen's responsibility to elect their representatives. The leading argument against compulsory voting is that it is not consistent with the freedom associated with democracy. Voting is not an intrinsic obligation. The enforcement of the law would be an infringement of the citizen's freedom associated with democratic elections. It may discourage the political education of the electorate, because people forced to participate will react against the perceived source of oppression. Is a government really legitimate if the high voter turnout is against the will of the voters? Many countries with limited financial capacity may not be able to justify the expenditures of maintaining and enforcing compulsory voting laws. It has been proved that forcing the population to vote result in an increased number of invalid and blank votes compared to countries that have no compulsory voting laws. Summary: compulsory voting enhances democratic legitimacy and citizen education, but faces criticism for infringing on individual freedom, risking political disengagement, and increasing invalid votes.